Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Bad Chess, where we believe that in order to get good at chess, you must first suck at chess. And if you don't know how to play chess, you can't suck at chess. Today, we are talking about how to move the knight. And this is perhaps one of the more difficult pieces to explain. Except there's not very many rules. There's literally only one rule is to move a knight, okay? And that is, the knight moves 2 squares one direction and 1 square another. And that sounds very abstract, but you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Basically, they move in an L shape. That's typically how people describe it. But let me show you what I'm talking about. First, you'll notice, the white knights, if you look right here, it moves 2 squares forward and then 1 square to the right or to the left. Do you see that? See? 1, 2, 1 to the right. Or 1, 2 forward, 1 to the left. Boom. Now, it'll be much easier to see what I'm talking about with the knight whenever I get it more in the center, as I have it right here, you see? Oh, what do you see right here? You see 1, 2 to the right, and then 1 up. Boom. 2, 1, 2, 1, L shape. Remember that. Then you have 1, 2 forward and 1 to the right. Boom. What do you see there? L shape. 1, 2 forward, 1 to the left. Boom. Got it? 1, 2 to the left and 1 up. You see it's always 1, 2, one direction, and then 1 another direction. That's what we see here. See, 1, 2 backwards and 1 to the right. You could go to the left if the king wasn't there, but you get the point. And that brings us to a second observation about the knight, and that is that the knight can jump over pieces. Think about horses. You ever seen the Kentucky Derby? Think about how horses jump over things. Okay? I want you to imagine a very talented horse running along and wow, they jump right over you. The horse, the knight, which looks like a little horsey, and some people call horses, can jump over pieces. What that does mean, as well, unfortunately, is that in order to attack, the knight must land directly on the piece that it's attacking. As in, whatever pieces are in the way that it's of its L, it doesn't take out all those pieces in the L. It jumps over them and lands directly on one of those squares. You know the rule of 2 then 1. It takes them out. So, I can give you a good example, all right? Say black goes forward, we have boom, and I'm going to move, let's say black moves here, I move here, and black, for whatever reason, decides to take my pawn with his knight. He lands directly on it, but let's say there was something else in the way of his L, okay? Let's say there's something else in the way of his L, so let's make black make the worst moves possible. Boom, boom. They're going to move here. And then there's something in the way of his L. So say black wants to take this pawn for some reason. You see how it goes down 2 and then 1 to the right. Now, of course, from black's perspective, it's up 2 and 1 to the left. But that's aside the point. The bishop isn't taken out whenever it moves that way, even though it's in its path, its L shape. Only the pawn will be taken out whenever he moves because he's jumping over the bishop and landing directly on the pawn. That's how they always attack. It's not optional whether he wants to take the bishop or not. That is how it works. And I would like to say, ladies and gentlemen, if at the beginning of this video, whenever I started explaining knights, you were like, I will not understand this. Nay, I will not understand this. I say, yay, yes, you do. Throw a celebration. Now you know how knights move, and you can finally begin your journey of sucking at chess, so you can begin your journey of winning at chess. Because that is indeed the philosophy here at Bad Chess. You all have a great day. Thank you very much.